everyone, I'm here today to do a dupe video. I don't normally do too many of these. I've done a couple in the past. I did one comparing argan oil to Moroccan oil and argan oil to the Garnier Fructis version of Moroccan oil. So I have been using the Bobbi Brown Corrector for about 4 years now. This was actually, I used it really sparingly in the beginning because it cost me like $22 at the time. It now retails for $25 for 0.05 ounces or 1.4 grams. I'm not completely done with it, but it's looking kind of sad. So I did some internet research to see what kind of, cheaper options were out there to replace it. Long ago, there was a CoverGirl Olay pot corrector, I think. It was like anti something or another, but it's been discontinued. Another one I saw was the Pixie line that's available at Target. They have a corrector that I think retails for either $12 or $16. I wanted to try to find something even cheaper. Now on the other end of the spectrum, there's the Essence brand. They have these duo sets of concealers in 2 different colors that you can sort of mix and match, and there's 2 color options for those 2 colors. Essence is not really readily found. I think Ulta sells it. I've seen it at some national drugstores like I think CVS or Walgreens. So I did not get that one. And that one retails for $3.50, I think, or $3.49. And the last one is the one that I picked up. It's the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. It says corrector underneath. I think it just says that because it's French for concealer, I'm guessing. I heard that this is a pretty good dupe for Bobbi Brown, but I have heard that there are some differences, and namely one, that it's thinner. So we'll see. This comes in 4 different colors. It comes in fair, light, medium, and deep, and it retails for $5.99. I picked it up at Ulta this morning. It's actually 11:25 almost here. So I'm just getting my day started sort of after running to Ulta and the grocery store. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do one eye with Bobbi Brown and one eye with this, and I will check in periodically throughout the day to let you know how it's wearing and things like that. But before we go any further, I'm going to unbox this, unbox this little thing. This is, let's see, I got it in the color light pale. I'm not really pale, but the color is like quite orange. And this is 0.1 ounces or 2.9 grams. So it is more than double the Bobbi Brown Corrector. Orange pigment cancels out the blue of the dark circles. China clay, tiny light reflecting particles that perfect, and coconut oil, nature's perfect moisture, true and lasting. That's really all it says. I was kind of torn between getting this and the Full Coverage Concealer by NYX, which is $4.99 and comes in like a larger pot. But I looked at the ingredients list before I purchased this one, and that one, the Full Coverage Concealer, has paraffin in it, which is a mineral oil, and I just did not want to mess with that, especially not near my eyes. The ingredients for this are fairly okay. It's got kaolin, which is a clay, carnauba wax, I never know how to pronounce that, candelilla wax, don't know how to pronounce that one either, aloe extract, glycerin, so on and so forth. They had testers at the store, so I was able to choose a color based on that. This is the color on the box. It's quite yellow actually, but this is the real life color, which is quite pink. It's almost like a salmon color. I did find when I was testing it out at the store that it was a lot more emollient than the Bobbi Brown, but a lot thinner than the Bobbi Brown. And I feel like this is something you might have to layer on quite a bit, which might cause more creasing. I saw that creasing is a problem with the NYX corrector, but creasing for me is a problem with the Bobbi Brown a little bit, especially around the corners of my eyes if I apply it there. So I don't know, it might be a bigger problem with this NYX one. So that's it without the film over it. Let's see how the color compares to Bobbi Brown. In Bobbi Brown, I got the shade Light to Medium Bisque. So I feel that the NYX one is a little bit more orange, a little like the Bobbi Brown one is a little bit more pink and a little bit lighter in color. So now I'm going to apply. Let's see how I can do this. Okay, so I've got my mirror in front of me here. You probably can't see it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my Bobbi Brown on my right eye and NYX on my left eye. Okay, I'm not gonna set it just yet. Maybe I should. Using my Project Pan Jane finishing powder from so very long ago. It's good because I did not get very much sleep last night. I had a nightmare that it was so creepy. Like I was like sleeping and in my dream someone was coming towards my bed, like in the very position that I was sleeping in. And I just moved, so that's extra scary because I didn't realize that my brain had adapted to this new place yet in terms of nightmares and subconscious or unconscious. Okay, so this is really emollient. Like, you can tell it's really thin because the second I put my finger on it, it turns to like oil almost. Okay, that's the NYX. You can maybe tell that it's a lot thinner, and it actually looks lighter in color on my finger. Ooh, I like the way that feels. Really like the way that feels. It's almost got like a powdery, velvety texture. It's really nice. I can see the texture of my skin though. Unlike the Bobbi Brown. Well, I can see with Bobbi Brown too, but... Okay, so straight off the bat, this eye with the NYX is a little bit shinier. I think I could probably fix that with a little bit more powder, but that might also make it crease. What else? It's not as pink as the Bobbi Brown side. I think it actually looks more natural than the Bobbi Brown. I mean, I could have just gotten the wrong color in the Bobbi Brown. But yeah, so far so good. I really like it. It has a really different texture. The Bobbi Brown is a lot thicker. It's more like a paste, whereas the NYX is more like an oil to powder finish, which is really nice. Yeah, it's really thin though, so you do have to layer it quite a bit. And this jar, oh, it's plastic, but it's a really nice jar. It's not as convenient as the flip top Bobbi Brown, but it's pretty nice looking. But yeah, this is way more convenient. All you gotta do in the morning when you're rushing is go like this, and it comes with a convenient little mirror. It is now 11:34. It's been 10 minutes since I started talking. So I will check back in periodically throughout the day. I have a couple things planned. I need to cook a lot of things. I need to clean a little bit. I have an event to go to tonight, and that's about it. Okay, it's now 12:55, so it's been just over an hour, about an hour and 10 minutes. And I went to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I saw that the NYX side was creasing a little bit. So I'm going to do a little more of a close-up inspection here. My right eye has been bothering me all morning, so I have been rubbing it a lot more. So it appears that the Bobbi Brown corrector in general is fading, probably because I've been I've been going like this, but I'm sure somehow it's been impacted. You can kind of see that my eyeliner is faded even. But anyway, I don't know if the zoom is working well, but there is a little bit of creasing, but it's not terribly noticeable unless you look at it really closely. It's just under this area. Okay, for the NYX side, let's see. it's more noticeable. I think because the color is a little bit lighter than my natural skin color, so it's more noticeable. It's definitely right there. You can see all the lines. Yeah. Trying to see if I can fix it a little bit. It still feels really soft and a little like moisturizing. This side not as much. This side seems to have stayed on. The NYX side seems to have stayed on better actually, but it's creasing a little bit worse. Maybe because there's more product left. I don't know. I really can't tell. But yeah, it's creasing over here too. I didn't even realize I got it in the corner there, but that's fixed. Okay, so far so good, I guess. I mean, the Bobbi Brown side's looking a little sad right now. Alright, so I will check in a little bit. Two meals and a nap later. It is 5:05 p.m. and I'm getting ready to go out to this event tonight. Let's do a quick check-in. Okay, this is the Bobbi Brown side. It looks the same, I think, as it did when I checked in last time. It definitely did wear off a little bit, but I think that was just my fingers touching it and my eye and everything. Yeah, the creasing is right here, but it's not too bad. And the NYX side, let's see. It looks pretty much the same as it did last time I checked in. The creasing hasn't really gotten any worse. There's a little bit of something here. But it looks like it stayed put better than the Bobbi Brown. But then again, I wasn't really poking at that eye with my finger. So I'm really liking it. It's performing better than I thought it would because I almost didn't buy it when I was at Ulta because it was so emollient, so light. But yeah, I'm liking it. And I forgot to mention that it retails for $5.99, but I had a 20% off coupon, so I got it for $4.79 before tax. That is a pretty good deal. I will check back in most likely when I get home from the event tonight. Okay, it is 9:27 right now. I think I look a little worse for wear. I ended up staying out a little bit later than I thought I would. So let's do a little check-in. This is the Bobbi Brown side. There's some creasing right over here. But otherwise it looks pretty good. This side is the NYX side. There's a lot of weird stuff here. Like there was stuff that I wiped off last time I checked in at 4 something, but it's back again, and otherwise it looks pretty identical to the other side. It does look more cakey over here though, and you can tell where it's worn off over here. So the staying power isn't as great as the... I would say that the staying power was good, better than the Bobbi Brown maybe, until the last couple of hours or whenever it started coming off. So yeah, you can definitely tell it's gone over here. But this part looks really cakey, the part that remained. It does look a little cakey on the Bobbi Brown side, but less so. It looks more, it just looks a little bit better. I think for the money, it's a really good deal considering you're paying like, what, 1/4 of the amount of the Bobbi Brown, and the difference really isn't that great. I mean, yeah, if you have the extra bucks, sure, go for the Bobbi Brown. Otherwise, I think the NYX is a pretty good dupe. It's not, I would say it's like a 3 out of 4 kind of dupe. It's not all the way there, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the product. Especially for $4.79 or whatever I paid for it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have tried any concealers or correctors that you think are good dupes for Bobbi Brown, and I will probably check it out because, you know, this won't last forever, and I'm always on the lookout for something that's cheaper but decent or similar in quality. Thanks for watching and for subscribing, and I will see you next time.